I made a big mistake and I'm embarrassed about that. And now I need science to help me out of this mess. But you know what? Truth hurts. So for those of you that are wondering, yes, I'm still in my original Chickenlandia. We did buy a new property and we're in the process of moving, but it's not ready yet. And the coop isn't even there yet. As soon as it gets there, I will show you everything. And I can't wait to do that because it's really exciting. So a few weeks ago, I did a video about how to safely, what was the name of it? How to safely move your baby chicks outside. And in the video, I show you my 3 baby silkies and I make a very confident statement about them, and here it is. I'm pretty confident that this is a hen. I think maybe it might be a girl, a little girl. I have 1 rooster, let me show him. So somebody said in the comments, and I can't remember exactly what they said, but it was something like, you know, with silkies, you can't really tell until they're older. And they said it in a very nice way, but inside I was like, of course I can tell. I'm the president of Chickenlandia, okay? I was really confident. And now I'm not. Now I'm totally confused. Now, I did know that Bubblicious was a rooster, and I still feel the same way. He's got, you know, a big red comb underneath this big poof, and I have heard him crow. But I really thought the little blue one was a girl. I was really confident about that. And really just like a week ago, all of a sudden, she's got like this big comb, and oh my gosh. Thank you. You can stop now. Anyway, I really thought the little blue one was a girl, and now she's got like this big comb. It looks like she's starting to get streamers, which is a really good indication that they're a boy. They get like these thin feathers, the silkies, they get these thin feathers that go back. So I'm just like super confused. I talked to the breeder. I was like, I think all 3 of them are boys. And she said, look, you need to get them DNA tested. I'm like, okay, what do I have to lose? I'm gonna do this. So a lot of people will tell you, oh, you can tell, you know, when chicks hatch, you can tell if they're a boy or a girl by looking at the lengths of their feathers or by looking at their behavior, and you really can't do that. For feather sexing, they have to have the fast-growing feather gene, and not all chickens have that, so that's not reliable. And there are baby chicks that are female that can be aggressive and dominant, and there are male chicks that can be very docile and submissive. So you can't really tell on their behavior either. And you can't tell when they start growing spurs, because female chickens can grow spurs too. So those are not good indicators, but usually with a smooth feathered breed, and even with the silkies, like if you start to see red in their comb pretty early, like they've got this red comb, the rest of their hatchmates don't have that, they still got small combs, they don't have any redness in their combs, then pretty much you know that that's a rooster. At probably about 8 weeks, maybe a little bit later, you might start to see their saddle feathers start to develop and get very pointed, as opposed to like more fat and round saddle feathers on female chickens. And then at about the time that female chickens will start to lay, you should start to see the hackle feathers and the sickle feathers start to get very pointed and just longer, and they just have that roosterish characteristic about it. So this is for smooth feathered breeds. Silkies and other crested breeds are notoriously hard to sex. Now, of course, the best way to tell is one chicken lays an egg and the other chicken starts to crow. But, you know, there's so much variation with chickens. They're kind of amazing. Like, There are chickens that are both sexes, and then there's chickens that kind of like are somewhere in the middle, and that's what's super neat about chickens, and it has been studied a lot because you know, sometimes it's pretty fluid whether or not they're a rooster or a hen, and there can be some switcheroos happening there depending on flock dynamics, and I think that's pretty neat. Okay, so without further ado, we are going to go back to the future, and I am going to read you these DNA results. Okay, so these are the results for Bubblicious, my little buff Silky, and it says, Philippe, you are the father. Just kidding. It says that Bubblicious is a surprise, a rooster. Yep, male. All right, and here are the results for my showgirl, and it is a male. So I am going to keep him. His name is Hebert, spelled H-E-B-E-R-T, and I decided early on that I'm going to keep him unless, you know, something happens and I can't. But now that we have more land, I'm going to keep him. And the one that we always wanted to know about, the little blue Silky, it says, test again. Unfortunately, the feathers did not contain any viable DNA at all. We will perform a second test at no extra cost, but I have to send in more feathers. I know that he's a rooster, who I am calling Bigfoot. He is going to live with the Chickenlandia presidential advisor, who is a member of our team in Chickenlandia and is one of the instructors on my online course, and she's got a whole bunch of silkies, so he's gonna have lots of hens, and I love him, and we're still gonna see like lots about him, especially if you follow me on Instagram and Facebook. So I gotta say, this was kind of embarrassing for me because, you know, I'm a backyard chicken educator and I'm supposed to know when a chicken is a rooster or a hen. You know what? I learned something new, and good teachers are willing to learn something new. I definitely believe in that. I never want to stop learning, and if there's a teacher that says that they already know everything, to me that's not the sign of a good teacher. I am learning every single day, and I hope I never stop. So if you want to learn more about how to raise your baby chicks from a real backyard chicken educator who's been doing this for a long time, you can check out this playlist right here. It's 100% friendly backyard chickens, education, and entertainment, and I know you're gonna love it.